What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the Morello Show, episode number 11, the long-awaited one. I'm sorry about the hiatus. Well, the 1 week was planned because I was back home in Philly, but the other week, the original with Wethu got lost a little bit. I'm not sure how it happened, but we got Wethu back here again. Wethu Mandi, my friend from South Africa, an artist, a rapper, whatever you want to call it. The man is talented. Wethu, how we doing, bro?
You're doing great, bro. We're doing great. It's just I'm glad we get to do this again. But like, yeah, let's give them a
Yes.
good one.
It's even gonna be even better than the first one. So
Exactly.
I'm excited
Exactly.
for it. Um, yeah, so I guess just, getting into it, you know, you're an artist, obviously, and I just explained that a little bit, but kind of describe to everyone watching like what exactly kind of music you make, what kind of
Yeah.
exactly things you do, all that.
Um, Pretty much I make what I like, but like I guess that drifts between rap music, mostly like the hip hop genre, which I think has plenty other subgenres within it. But yeah, right now a lot of rap, hip hop type music. Obviously, I draw inspiration from different genres such as R&B, any genre really, pop, whatever. But like, if I were to categorize myself right now, I believe I am a rapper. I do also like produce and like mix, but like yeah, that's
Okay.
I'm not sure if I answered the question though.
No, you did. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
you did mention producing though. Like, has that something you kind of took up more recently?
nah. Well, kind of. Well, let's go down the rabbit hole.
Okay.
So you've heard the story, so I'm gonna tell it again.
Yeah, tell it again. Yeah.
Um, so grade 8, I got FL Studio from a friend, Telly, Tyson, Saber Telly. He's also a rapper. And like, yeah, I started like messing around, like producing beats on like my father's laptop or my mom's laptop. But it was just like making random beats. It was like horrible music, like yo, right, like shocking. So yeah, that's how I first started. I made like weird beats that would be on like weird Jack. You know Jack? Remember Jack, the PS2 game?
I
Like the
think
game on
so. Yeah.
PS2? Yeah, like those type of like weird beats for video
Okay.
games. Like yeah, I found like earphones and I plugged them into the PC and I found out how to record myself. I got Audacity as well because I didn't know how to really work FL Studio, so I got Audacity. That was really easy to record with, but the quality was like shit, right?
Yeah.
So like I would record over like instrumentals like Jaden Smith, Blue Ocean Flow by Justin Timberlake instrumentals, like weird stuff, bro.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I just never put the music out. I never put the music out. I was just like, I always like, was like, I didn't want people to really know what I do, you know? I was like closeted in a way. No, like, no sus.
Right.
No partner either.
Right. Right. Right.
Sorry. Yeah. So, dude, like, yeah, producing was the first thing I did and making music, it came along the way, but it wasn't initially the main thing. I just wasn't good at producing. Like with producing, like I think with any hobby, hey, you have to be okay with being really shit at the beginning, like being horrible at it. With producing, I don't have the patience for it. With rapping, I didn't mind because to me, I sounded like the greatest thing ever, even though it was garbage. But
Right.
like, yeah, that's really how it is. But like as of recently, like within the last year or so, I do like I've been making beats. I haven't put any of them out, but like mixing and stuff, like I always do that. I do my own stuff with that.
Good. Yeah. I mean, I know, especially from, obviously some of my friends that which we'll get into, like producing seems really, really hard. Like
My God.
really, really hard. There's so much like technical aspects of like getting the right, not even just like beat making. Beat making is one thing and, has
Yeah,
its own set of challenges.
true,
But
true.
in terms of getting sound to like sound professional and like all that, like
Yeah,
that's hard. It's hard. So props to
yeah,
you for taking that up. But yeah, I mean, I was gonna, we want to go further down the rabbit hole of, kind of how you started music in general, like rapping, like was that also grade 8, like you mentioned, or was that a little bit earlier?
Um, well, music. Music has been like a part of my life since I was like a kid. Like like even like my parents, like I remember like even in the car, when the cars had the tape recorder, the tape cassette players.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a 98 kid, so like our parents were like on that. Dude, like flipping like Celine Dion cassettes, Brenda Fassie, she's like one of the greatest South African pop stars ever. Hugh Masekela, that's like jazz. Um, then like obviously the more mainstream stuff as I grew up and I like got exposed like, to like TV. I think well before that even 2006, 7, YouTube was still like really low key. We had a PC at home and I came across this kid called Sean Kingston. To me, that was mind boggling. I was like, yo, you can make music and be like a kid. Like, it was beautiful
Sean
girls. That's
Kingston.
like, yeah, beautiful girls, nostalgic stuff, bro. Crazy. So, like the video, everything, like the whole aesthetic, the song was just like crazy. And I was like, okay, this looks really cool. Then, like, I stumbled upon Chris Brown. What is that song? Forever. There's a song Forever.
Yes.
Yeah, yo, excuse me, miss. Like things like that. And I was like, okay, wait. So these guys are kind of young. They're older than me, but they're kind of young. They can do this stuff. Then I even used to see Justin Bieber do it on YouTube. Like he
Yeah,
didn't have any
that's where he got his
followers.
start. Yeah.
Dude, he didn't have like he barely had like many followers. He just used to play guitar on like a couch. There'd be videos of him like on the streets. Like that was like crazy stuff for me to see. And like yeah, so as time went on, obviously as you meet friends and you go to school because that's what really shapes your thinking, your environment. So obviously we get on to this is when like rap comes into the picture, like grade 4, 5. My friends like Little Wayne, we like sending each other songs via Bluetooth on our like you remember Samsung E250s, like the slide up phones or the
Yes.
Motorola phones?
Yes.
Dude, these are sending each other like songs. Sometimes your phone could only hold like 10 songs. So you have to delete and like share and swap. So like, yeah. So I mean, this is where I'm finding out about Lil Wayne, Drake. I mean, Bedrock. Bedrock is at its like at its peak. Like, what
Yo,
year was it? Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that song. I still listen to it.
The lyrics off my head. That was like
Yep.
one of the first rap songs I knew off my head. Like um Eminem, obviously. Eminem was on a rhyme back then. Like it
He
was a
was.
crazy rhyme. And yeah, bro, like that was when I first got introduced into rap music. I used to listen to a lot of Lil Wayne, a lot of Eminem, a lot of who else? Kanye West. Like, yeah. And then as we transitioned into high school, I even started paying attention to the South African rap music. There's artists like AKA that started popping up, Casper Nyovest, like a lot of artists. So the SA hip hop scene really started transcending around like 2013, 2014. Like, so
Okay.
that was what I was on. Then like grade 8, like let me talk about grade 8. Grade 8 was like, I was listening to really weird music, man. Dude, I found myself listening to The Weeknd. Like this was in 2012, The Weeknd. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Frank Ocean. Um, who else? Man, just like even Amy Winehouse. I really love Amy Winehouse. Back
So you got a
back
hell of a
when.
taste then.
Dude, like I listen like I'm a whore for music, bro.
I
I
mean,
listen
I can feel
to
you on that. I am too. But I mean, you mentioned like Lil Wayne and Eminem and even Amy Winehouse, Frank Ocean, all that you just mentioned the weekend. Who would you say is your biggest inspiration or some of your biggest inspirations? And also, is other South African artists that you heard growing up around the time you started getting into music, were those also inspirations for you as well?
definitely, man. Both passively and actively, like in my subconscious as well. Like obviously rapping, Lil Wayne takes the cake. Drake, in terms of like that bravado that you bring to music, and also showing the vulnerability. Because it wasn't cool to listen to Drake at a point. He was like almost for the girls type thing. People used to clown him for the BlackBerry freestyles. Who else? The Weeknd, dude. The Weeknd. Like he's like that just taught me like creating some sort of euphoric experience. That House of Balloons project. It's like insane. Obviously with South African, like, dude, I'm like AKA, like you need to check out AKA. He's the guy for me, like in
I
terms
think
of
you told me about him before. And
yeah.
I haven't, and I've been slacking, and that's on me, but I gotta check him out. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get to it. You'll get to it. AKA guys like, dude, even like Kanye West, really, Tyler the Creator. Oh my days, Tyler the Creator. That was when I was like, you don't have to like be a certain way. You can just do you and everything. And Tyler the Creator is like he's like a genius for
He
like
is.
music. Like I think like the way he came in, like with Bastard and Wolf, and then he just like Cherry Bomb came in, and like people are like those albums are chaotic, and like he's just saying like crazy stuff. Like okay, yes, but listen to the music. He literally produces all of those songs, and like you get that's how you end up with something like on Flower Boy. Flower Boy is one of his like best albums. Ego as well. Ego is it's
Yeah.
very like, but that's like it's an acquired taste, I guess, type of thing. But like, yeah, Tyler the Creator. A lot of women as well, bro. Adele. I used to listen to a lot of Adele. Um, obviously the mainstream stuff, Rihanna, Mac Miller, R.I.P. Yo, Mac
Rest in
Miller.
peace.
Yo, bro. Objects in the Mirror. Is it?
Oh,
Wait, no. Watching movies with the sound off. That project as well.
Objects in the Mirror is a great song.
Oh, dude, I used to listen to Robin Thicke. Oh
Robin
my
Thicke.
god,
That was not
bro,
a name I was expecting, but I love it.
Robin Thicke. There was an album he released called Paula when his wife, when he separated from his wife. That was like the saddest shit I've ever heard. But like, it was really like, it was a dope project. Man, there's just so much music. I feel like I'm missing a lot of songs. But like,
You could go
yeah,
on and on about it,
I could
probably.
go for
There's so much. I just hit my mic. There's so much like music out there that like, especially for you as an artist. Like I listen to a lot of music, and just, partially that's kind of like how I shape my thoughts sometimes too. Obviously, there's a lot of different avenues for that.
Yeah,
But like just the fact that like there's so much different stuff out there, and I'm sure for an artist like you, like not overwhelming, but like that's a lot of different things you can draw off of, so that way you don't have to sound the same as someone else. Like if you were drawing your inspirations off of AKA Lil Wayne, Frank Ocean, and the
yeah,
combination, and then someone else like my like Nicky Raw, Nicky Raw, he would
yeah,
draw
yeah.
off of like MF Doom and Madlib and Kendrick, and like it's just
Bro.
crazy how many different things that you guys can do.
Yeah, because like with music, like every musician is feeding off something that they previously got, like a past artist, someone they listen to, and then you interpret it in your own way, and you tailor it to your own liking. Like you can always like at the beginning stages of of a musician's career, there's always that like shaky beginning because they're still finding themselves, and you can always pick up certain like nuances. Like um Drake used to like really rap like Joe Biden. Like he used to rap like Joe Biden. J. Cole used to like he used to be fixated on being like Jay-Z, as good as Jay-Z, being as witty as Jay-Z. Kendrick was like the Tupac, the speak to the streets type of people, speak to the people type of guy. So I feel like, yeah, like drawing inspirations from different people, then making it unique to you. And like, I'm not sure if this is like relevant, but I always kept this in mind. Like the fact that we're all so different as people is the one thing that makes us the same. Our uniqueness actually makes us the same. We're all different. We're all
Exactly.
different. So in any field, music, drawing, arts, podcasting, sports, academia, like engineering, like you're gonna have something that you saw and you're gonna try to do your best to emulate that for a certain time period before you get your own way of doing things, if that makes sense.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. I mean, we're all
Yeah,
at the end of the day, we're all ourselves, so we have to, take care of ourselves and be us. Can't
exactly.
be nobody else. But you were talking about kind of that, on the similar road there. Um, what is kind of like your goal at the end of the day in the rap game? Like, and not to take away from, the process or anything. The
Yeah.
process is the best part. We both know that. But, what's kind of your end goal? Like, where do you see yourself? What do you hope to accomplish, whether it's in music or, in the world? Kind of take me through that.
Um, I just really hope like I can make great music that I can even like, look back on and say I was at a different place in my life, but that's actually good. And I hope like I'm really honest in my music so that I don't like cringe. And I really hope that I become like I really want to become the best, like the best musician, the best rapper, the best artist, the best, the best, the best, the best, man. I just want to be the best, bro. And I hope I get recognized for it, you know? Like I don't think anyone wants to like speak about that. I want to get recognized, bro. I don't want to be like here forever. Like obviously I'm enjoying the journey. It's beautiful and everything. But I want to be the biggest artist in the world and I'm going to be the biggest artist in the world.
Talk
And
heavy.
no, listen, man,
Talk
listen, they
heavy.
must know.
No, that's a good thing. Way too. That's a good
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. And dude, I want my music to like really touch people and speak to people and evoke emotion in people, whether it's an ignorant song where I'm like going crazy, talking absolute nonsense, bro. I wanted to invoke something in someone. I want to, help people go through their day-to-day activities because music gave a lot to me, and it's only right that I give everything back to it. And obviously, with that, as I grow and as I become a bigger artist, things like wealth and opportunities come along the way. But right now, I think I just need to focus on delivering the best music possible on a consistent basis. I need to say that again, on a consistent basis.
I
I
mean,
need
that's
to
a that's a
and
good goal.
yeah. And yeah, man, just release dope shit. Just be dope.
Well, speaking of it, I mean, are you working on anything? Do we got any new Way Two songs coming out soon? I know you had a freestyle a couple months or so ago that came
Mm,
out. I think it was in March, right? You dropped that, or it might have been
yeah.
sooner. Time
Uh,
is I don't have no concept of time anymore.
yeah, I also don't. I'm also not sure.
It was this year
With
though.
music, definitely. Yeah, this year I dropped Can't See Me. That was like in March.
Yep.
Then I dropped like a few freestyles on Instagram.
Yep.
And yeah, I am working on the music all the time. Like I'm never just chilling, bro. I'm always working on music. I've actually been working on like a project that I'm like putting
Okay.
together. I really don't have a date. I thought I did the last time we spoke, but life happened. Nothing
Life
nothing
happens.
involved. Yeah, life happened. But like, yeah, dude, it'll come along. I feel like it's just the road it's supposed to take. But yes, I have a lot of music, man. I have a lot of music on the way. When I'm really not sure. I want when I drop music, I'm able to drop music very frequently and like build on my momentum. So yeah, I'm definitely working on a project. I'm not gonna like put crazy expectations. I want the music to just sell itself at that point. But like yeah, I'm working on music. Definitely.
Good. As you should be, because we need some new Way Two music. You make good music, bro. Like that's not even
Thank you.
just because you're on my show. Like
Nah,
it's good
that would be
stuff.
dope though. If you said, bro, you need to step up your music, it's not really cutting. It would be like, whoa, but like that would be sick. But I'd be like, damn, he's kind of an asshole, eh? But like,
Yeah, a
nah, that
little
would that would
bit.
have been cool.
I mean, listen, like I would, and I would consider us friends. Like I always keep it real
Oh
with
yeah,
not even just my friends, but everybody that I know. Like if it wasn't up to par, I would probably say something. I'm Miguel's manager. if he put something out before and I'm like, hey, you can do better. And that's happened a couple times and he's done better. It's just part of
Shout
the
out to
process.
shout out to Miguel. Views from the 215 is out now.
Yes.
It's performing
215, baby.
amazingly. It's
Yes.
performing really amazingly. I think my favorite song is Senses. Besides
Senses.
the one I'm on Walk, Walk, Walk.
Yep.
I think it's like track 6. Yeah, shout out to Miguel. He's doing really crazy stuff.
He is.
I'm
Yeah.
really
I
happy
know
for him.
Senses is his favorite song on
Yeah.
it. So I'm glad you said that because I know he'll be happy about that. My favorite song, man, that's tough. Probably Anarchy. I think just him
Yeah.
and Nicki Raj just go way too hard on that song. Like it's just, I mean,
Yeah.
Senses is up there
Yeah.
too for me. So is Walk Walk Walk. But um, yeah, I mean, it was a good album. I'm very proud of him. Yeah, and I guess I kind of wanted to get into that too before we got going here. You connected with Miguel and Nicky Rob back in like 2019, which is a little bit out of the ordinary considering the fact that we're from Philly and you're from South Africa, which is not at all bad. I mean, it's wonderful actually. It's beautiful. Because that allows me to talk to you today too, and our friendship and whatnot. But how did you end up finding them of all people?
Yeah. I was still staying in Sandton in Johannesburg. And yeah, it was after I left varsity 2018, so like into 2019. So yeah, I was like, I really need to go in on this music thing. And I was like, okay, I'm on SoundCloud and stuff, and I come across this guy. He's rapping. He's really nice. He's like really dope. That's Nicky Raw. So I just hit him up on Instagram, and I'm like, yo, bro, like really, really cringeworthy stuff. I'm
No,
like,
you're
yo,
fine.
bro, really love your work. We should work together. We should do a song together. You really fly, dog. You really dope. Yeah, and funny enough, dude, I sent this guy like a beat, and bro, he sent like the verse back. He didn't even charge me, man.
That's Nicky Rob.
But he's like, yeah, I don't, he killed the song. I don't think I did really well in the song. I was just like, I wasn't happy with how I did. So I was like, I just put it on chill. Like I really like that was when I had to teach myself how to make music again. Cause like 2016, 2017, 2018, I wasn't making any music, bro. So I had to like get back into the rhythm of making music. So hence why 2020, I was like, I I got to a place where I was like, I'm ready to drop music, and I started rolling out music each and every week until around like I think September, so like 9 months. I dropped a
Uh,
song a week for like 9 months. I think. Yeah, yeah, and like yeah, bro, that was a really dope thing to do. It got me like a lot of support, and it taught me like I took a lot of punches on the chin. Some weeks were quieter than others, and some weeks were like crazy. Miguel also met him through Nikki. I think they did a song together or something.
they've done
And
quite a few, yeah.
yeah, on SoundCloud, like when he was still dropping on SoundCloud. And then yeah, I just also hit him up. I sent him something and we didn't find the right one immediately. And we said we'd always get back into working. So I always just kept in touch with him. And yeah, he sent me something which was Walk, Walk, Walk. That's on Views from 215 or
Yep.
215,
215.
215.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to JJH as well. I'm
Yes.
working. Yeah, I did one for him like I think a few months ago. Yeah, and I want to just say, yeah, shout out to Knowledge, shout out to Grain East, shout out to Musanda, shout out to Holy Trail, shout out to Tyson ST, Doshi, like Red Sky. Yeah, those are like guys from South Africa, like Pretoria, my friends as well as musicians. So like I just want to say I appreciate them. They're like really, really dope guys. Really great guys.
Oh, I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
man, gotta shout out.
Gotta shout out the homies. I mean, those guys are two is probably what, my friends and, Miguel, Nicky Raj, AJH, like they're all to me, even though obviously I'm not an artist, but they've all been on this podcast and they supported me and obviously some other friends too. So, it's the love that you get from the people that you care about that helps get you through. Honestly, it's a beautiful thing.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, subscribe to Morello's podcast right now,
Yes,
dude. What are you doing? You've
the
been watching
Morello
for so
Show.
long. Subscribe, man. Please subscribe to the Morello Show.
If
What?
you've seen this entire episode so far and you have not subscribed yet, I mean, I'm
You
not
are
gonna
being a
blame
dickhead.
you, but like that's
No, they're
just on you.
being dickheads if they haven't. Dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it's not too late to fix that. It's not too
No,
late.
it's not
We
too
can
late to
sort
fix
this
that.
out. Just hit the subscribe button.
You can
Come on.
subscribe on here on YouTube. You can follow on Twitter,
Yeah,
Instagram, TikTok at the Morello Show.
exactly.
The whole 9 yards. And Wethu's got me. He knows I think you might have been my first subscriber. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think you might have been
Away.
on
Away.
YouTube at least. Yeah.
That's dope.
At least one of the
That's
first two,
dope.
I'm pretty sure. So shout out you for that.
Don't worry.
Huh?
Now, like I'm saying, like even like with gaining like an audience and following it, that's like a whole new journey
It is.
for myself even, and I can imagine for you as well. And it's just like always like not really like blinding yourself to that, but like focusing on putting out the next episode, because you never know how the next episode will resonate with people. And it's like, dude, you're taking a risk in a way, you know. You could have just been interviewing your friends. You're interviewing the guy from South Africa that none of your followers may know. And, you know, you're putting it out. And even like the stuff you covered, dude, like mental health. I said this in the other time we recorded, like those are like really, really insightful things that you never know. Dude. Maybe you only had like a few hundred viewers, but one person could have really been moved from that. And, you know, sometimes that's all we need as people, just like affect one person's life, bro.
Yeah.
Just one person.
A few hundred
Yeah.
viewers is definitely very generous. I don't think I'm even at that level yet. But yeah, I mean, the point of
Don't worry.
making those is, well, one, just because, you know, I think it's important to talk about. So I want to get it out there. But two, and arguably just as importantly, like if one person was reached and touched by that and it changed them, that's all I care about. If just one person that made a difference for, then I did my job. And that's all I care about.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
yeah, I mean,
Shout out.
I consider you a friend too. So you're a friend on the podcast, just like most of the people have been. But I do want to get other, you know, guests in here too, which I will. So stay tuned for that. But Wethu, thank you so much for coming on. Glad we finally got to do this. That's my fault, and you know that. But it's all
We
love.
got this one.
Appreciate you.
You got this one.
Yes, sir.
You got this one.
And yeah, I think that's all from this episode. Make sure, like Wethu said, subscribe, follow me on the socials at the Morello Show, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Follow Wethu too on SoundCloud, Instagram, Wethu Mandi. He's got some good stuff coming on the way.
Yeah. Just like Wethu Momoti, like Wethu Momoti. That's on Twitter, Instagram. Yeah, on Apple Music it's just Wethu, like WETHU, like where to.
Yes.
Yeah, Spotify, same thing. Yeah, man, it's Wethu.
Yes, Wethu, exactly. So make sure y'all remember his name, because when he blows up and is this international artist in a few years, you're gonna remember this between just a couple of kids doing a podcast. So
yeah. This was my like first interview, dude. First interview.
First interview.
When we link, first visual interview at least. When we link up, like, because someday we obviously gonna meet up. Whether I go to
we're gonna link.
America and you guys come to SA, like it's gonna happen eventually, and we can even do like a better like a more physical. That sounded weird, but yeah, more
a show with everybody.
More like live, like
a show with everybody.
More like, everyone, like in the flesh.
That's in the cards. Don't you worry. So
that's coming, and like we're gonna watch each other like ascend in our respective careers, and dude, with everyone, even with like my friends here in South Africa, like when one person wins, like dude, we all win in that type of situation. Like
everybody eats.
Everyone eats, bro. Everyone eats. Everyone gets their chance, bro. Like obviously when you first like get a taste of stardom and everything, you establish a foundation for yourself. once you've established that foundation, you can bring more people on the ship now and make sure everyone can build their own rafts or whatever. Sorry,
Exactly.
analogy went
Exactly.
left.
Hey, that's a good analogy. That's
Yeah,
facts. So, but yeah, no, appreciate you coming on.
appreciate
We'll
you
definitely have
guys.
to run this back when you blow up and when I blow
For the
up.
archives. For the
Yes, for the
archives.
archives. We're gonna remember this.
Exactly.
But all right, we gotta get out of here. Thank you all for tuning
Stay
in as
safe.
always. Love and appreciate y'all. Sorry about the wait again, but this one was worth it. So all good. And we will see you next week. Oh, I just remembered. We have Martin next week. Martin, artist from Philly, DJ. He's gonna be on the show, and I'm very excited for that. So until next time, talk to y'all.
Easy.